Hey, welcome back. Todd McCart here again with some tips to make you might make $1,000 a week on the weekends with yard sales, garage sales, shit for sale alongside the road. There's plenty of money out there to be made doing that, and everyone does it, guys. Wally World does it. They buy shit cheap, they sell it with the market up, and sell it, make more money. Car dealers do it all the time. They buy it cheap from the dealer or auction, they bring it back to their car lot and they sell it for more. Okay. This is not rocket science. House builders. House builders buy the lumber, put the labor in it to build it, then they mark it up to what they want to sell it for. Okay. This is not rocket science. Okay. So you want to start out with where to buy. Okay. Um, you can go on to Facebook and buy at Marketplace. You can go to yard sales, garage sales, but you also need to know what to buy and what not to buy. What to buy is lawnmowers don't pay more than 20 bucks, 25 bucks for a working lawnmower because $50 for a working lawnmower somebody will buy. You'll make 25 bucks. Now, you're not going to make $1 million, okay? Doing that. But if you accumulate this over time, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, because when you buy it that this weekend, you're not going to sell it this weekend. You're going to sell it next weekend. And first thing you're going to do is you're going to clean it. When you buy stuff like lawnmowers, kids' bikes, don't buy adult bikes, kids' bikes. Okay. I buy used lumber. You got to buy it cheap. I buy angle iron, steel, channel. I buy that. You got to buy it cheap because someone is always looking for it. I buy man things. That's just because let's face it, dudes will do stuff out of impulse than anything. Let's say they want to build a grill or they want to build a trailer. Those are another good things to buy. Okay, and you run into a lot of those. These people they're moving. They don't want to take a trailer. They're moving. They don't want to take a four wheeler. Four wheelers are pretty cool to buy used, but you got to have some kind of mechanic ability, or if the four wheeler is running perfect, stopping perfect, and got good compression, and you got to if you don't know how to do compression, stay away from buying anything with a motor if you don't know anything about compression. But you can buy a perfectly running four wheeler lawnmower, and the four wheelers you just clean them up, man. And Trump said that a long time ago. He made his fortune by just buying homes, cleaning them up, and selling them. It's like a car. If someone has a dirty car for sale, I'm not going to give him top dollar for it because the first thing that tells me is he didn't take care of it. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my 60% rule at that, and I'll explain my 60% rule here pretty soon. Um, so you're hitting these not flea markets, yard sales and garage sales. Do not buy baby items. Do not, because it just makes sense, because the industry changes, like car seats and shit like that. Don't buy those. You'll never sell them. First off, nobody wants to put their brand new kid in somebody's used shit. You know what I mean? So don't buy that. Don't buy trinkets and stuff. But I have made money on uh, salt and pepper shakers, and I don't know how, but I bought these old ones. They're like blackface. They're called Saute and Pepe, and I paid 20 bucks for them. They're big salt and pepper shakers. So as I remember, my grandmother had them on her shelf. I made 125 bucks on just that. Okay, so those deals are out there, and once you start getting into it, you'll know the deals when you see them. Okay, you don't go in there with this kind of money, you know what I mean, and offer what they're worth retail. You want to be wholesale Todd. That's what they call me around here. So where to buy is yard sales, garage sales, and how to sell is a different game. But I buy tractors, running tractors. Everything has to be running and working, or I'm not buying it. Okay. I'm not looking for a job. I'm looking to buy something and sell something. Okay. Focus on that. Buy something and then sell something. The best that I do is I come home, wash it, wax it. If I have to change a tire, I'll change a tire. It's not tires are or usually I tube it up. I put a tube in it and air it back up and sell it that way. Okay. Um, Wheelbarrows, tools, stay away from tools because tools are cheap. Okay. If you are going to buy tools, buy like table saws and chop saws. Bigger tools. Why? Because on a handsaw, that kind of handsaw, you might make $10. Well, I'm not into making little money, not little money. I like big money. A table saw, you can make $100. Okay. Chop saw, you can make $100. Okay. Depends on how you buy them. Okay. So a lot of people aren't out garage sales looking for chop saws and table saws, so you can get a really good deal. Okay. Um, Wheelbarrows, I mean, they take up a lot of space, but those things people buy. Okay. They don't buy rakes, they don't buy shovels. You don't want to be a yard sale or garage sale. You want to be a flipping machine where you're making money. Okay. So bikes, you're going to make $25 if you're looking for small money. If you're looking for big money, you want to go for tractors, um, bigger tools, planers, stuff like that. But you got to make sure they work. Okay. Where are you going to find these deals? You can find them on Facebook Marketplace. You're going to find them on in your local newspaper, or just driving around on Saturday morning. I leave the house with about 5 grand or every Saturday, Sunday, and I usually come home with a couple truckloads of stuff that I sell during the week or next weekend or the weekend after. I buy during the winter. I like to buy my lawnmowers and rototillers and stuff like that during the winter. Why? Because they're dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap. During the summer, yes, I can buy lawnmowers and stuff like that, but a lot of people towards the end of summer already have their lawnmowers and they're already good. Okay. So they're not going to sell that well. And now you created a storage problem. Now you got to have a place to store the shit. Okay. So during the summer, I like buying wood burning stoves, fire pits, stuff like that. So when the time comes, excuse me, in the fall, I make the most I possibly can. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. Okay, a day, a week, whatever. However, you're selling them. Now you can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. I find it pretty good there. You just got to avoid there's a lot of bullshit that goes on there. People offering you stupid, hey, would you take this? They're trying to be a flipper that you're going to be more effectively than they are. They're saying, hey, because I have that 60% rule, they're let's say you put it up for $100. Will you take 60? Well, all they're doing is buying it and cleaning it if you haven't cleaned it, and they're going to sell it for 100. Say, no, I don't even answer those. If they want to buy the stuff, they're going to come see it. Okay. That's simply how it is. I don't do pictures and all that crap. I don't send that. I'm not looking for a job, like I said before. But where to buy Facebook Facebook groups, get on, uh, go on Facebook and join like, mine is Tri-Cities yard sales or the buy sell in your county, your local area, your hometown, whatever. You'll find deals everywhere. Okay. Like Hot Wheel stuff. Hot Wheel stuff. I mean, if you're looking to make 20, 40, 50, 60, $70 a day, you go out and buy Hot Wheel stuff, salt and pepper shakers, old oil cans, shit like that, signs. Anybody can do that stuff. But money is in when you're buying and selling like trucks, okay? Old 70s trucks. 73 through 80 is the best truck because most of the parts are interchangeable. They're easy to work on. They sell like crazy, and there's no value. Like you shoot a Carfax on it, there's no value there. It's what that person will is willing to pay for it. So if you buy it for $1,000, you put it up for sale for 3,000. Okay, there's going to be someone interested in either just a mode of transportation, hauling firewood on the weekend. It's what that value is to them. Okay, it's not. Or you can have a restoration dude come up and say, "Hey, I need the frame of this thing and I need some parts. I'll give you 3 grand for that." Okay, so those trucks, the older vehicles are easier to sell and you make the most. Okay, so stay away from buying cars, and I'll tell you why. Uh, Unless you're a mechanic or body guy or whatever, you're the used car market is limited. The trucks everyone can want. Okay, there's more people out there that want a truck, either for weekends or making a hot rod out of it, or hauling shit, or they need it for work. So those are better sellers. Okay, so and when you're buying a used car, like you go to auction every Friday night, I go to the auction up here on the hill. Um, and I go in there with the 60% rule. If the car value is 10 grand, I don't pay no more than six. Think about this. None of this shit you're buying, you need. None of it. So don't go in there, like, hey, whip this big wad of money out. I'll give you 72. Well, you just screwed yourself out of $1,200 because you didn't stick to that 60% rule. Okay. So when you're buying stuff, don't whip your wallet out. Okay. Go in there and say, you know, let's see, he wants 3 grand for this truck. So you get in there and you whip out a grand. All right. You say, hey, dude, I'll give you a grand. All right. And don't say, hey, dude, I'll give you a grand. And don't show him here. I'll give you $1,000. Because when you show him and say it, and you're standing there, he'll buy. Okay, 9 times out of 10, they'll they'll take the deal. Okay, but you say, "Well, I'll give you a grand." Well, he's probably had 200 people tell him that already that day. You know what I mean? So don't do that. Okay, and go in with a specific number that you're going to do. You're going to walk home with this kind of shit. Okay, instead of, I mean, and you can start out with 20 bucks, 40 bucks, and making $100 a weekend, you know, whatever you choose. But there's a ton of things out there that people want, buy, and sell all day, every day. And I'm going to get deeper into the 60% rule in the next video. But buying and selling, have eBay on your phone. Let's say you run across these old salt and pepper shakers. You don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. Look it up on eBay and see the value. And that's how I made $125 off of those salt and pepper shakers. And I never thought, my wife laughed at me. She goes, what the hell are these? I said, look on eBay. And she looked them up. She goes, damn, these things are 125 bucks. I said, I paid 20 bucks for them. And boom, sold them. Okay. So, like that Hot Wheel thing, I bought this Hot Wheel thing. I think I had one when I was a kid. It was a Hot Wheel to put your little baby cars in there. Um, Shit, I can't even remember what I paid for it. It was like 10, 15 bucks. I sold it for $300. It was from 1969. It was in great condition. It actually had 3 or 4 cars in it. And I put it up on eBay and boom, 300 bucks. I said, hell yeah, I'll take that. But most of your money is going to be in stuff that people want, buy, and sell. Okay. So, like firewood, I buy firewood during the winter or summer, and I sell it during the winter. Okay, just makes sense. Lawnmowers I buy in the winter and I sell them in the spring. Little lawn tractors you see people riding around, those things sell like crazy, and you can get them dirt cheap. Okay, so focus on looking at those, buying those cheap. You know, don't pay top dollar. Remember, you don't need any of this shit. You know what I mean? You're doing this to make money. Okay. So stick around. I'm going to get deeper into, the car buying and the truck stuff and how you make money and where to sell, how to sell. You know, how to sell is I got to make 40%. Where the hell are you going to make 40% on your money? You're not. It's just, I mean, you go to the bank, you get 1% if you're lucky. So if you got $100, go out, start going and hitting these uh, yard sales and garage sales, and buy something that you know you can sell, something you know you're going to make money on to build your confidence up the first round, and then you're going to start walking around with this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what you want. All right. All right. I'll talk to you later.